Everybody talking, but baby, ain't nobody trying to hit it. We know you bluffing and busters know that.
All right. So let me just rip the band-aid off. I want to make this very clear as to what I'm doing with this particular live. I had not really thought about this. I found myself doing what's easy first and foremost, and that's never really a wise choice. So, what's up to you, Just Sherry? This was not planned out. I've been on that YouTube binge for a minute, and I found another channel. The gentleman's name is Hardcore MMA, so I got to give props where they're due. That's the channel that I found this clip. Apparently, this clip of the infamous, notorious, world famous Dagburn Triple T Red Slippers battle has another angle that is apparently not as mainstream. So what I'm asking myself first is, what is the real truth? What are the real facts? What happened at that Lowe's parking lot? Because I know what's been said since. I also need to establish, what's up, C-Fouls? I need to establish that I don't have skin in the game in this case. All right, I'm not here today in this moment to clown on anybody. I want to look at this clip for a second time. I want to do it live, and I want to break it down. Actually, it's broken down by somebody with mixed martial arts experience, to my knowledge at least. And here's something I know for a fact at the very least, right? Dagburn, who I have no hatred for. Triple T, no hatred for. All I know is I didn't like the way apparently he got a lot of drama to kick off on that show of his, right? Dagburn, on the other hand, is also celebrated for the drama he has been involved in. I have to say, for just the sake of being honest, sincere, I can't be anything short of that. I've seen Dagburn along the years as always trying to improve, but never really quite able to escape the sins of his past, right? Triple T, I cannot judge. I don't know him well enough. I think from my perspective and mine alone, when he made that show, he just went strictly business, and not a lot of people liked that. So let me share screens. Let me break down this clip, which is apparently, maybe you've seen this angle, maybe you have not. Oh, and here, once again, the facts, right? So, quote unquote, Dagburn said that he knocked out Reaction so hard that he saw his eyes roll up, right? And the video or the clip where Johnny was saying, or OGD as he's going to probably be referred to as now, said that, hey, Ryan, I knocked him 3 times, once for you, once for your mama, and one for me, or something like that. When I saw that, I assumed that was, hey, he's just like making a joke about it. I don't know, because I haven't been watching. I was just like, hey, bless the success. He's been taking a lot of crap, even though some of that is the result of his own actions. But he's been really riding a pink cloud, like the Creek Squad is like almost fully supporting him. A lot of Creek Squad are having some trouble understanding how Ryan Upchurch has taken up with him so quickly. And it was just over something that happened in a span of 30 seconds. So you're going to hear the breakdown from this gentleman named Hardcore MMA. Feel free to check out his channel. Let's get into it, because these events reshaped lives and created like a new fate. I mean, this is really a 15 minutes moment, and Triple T is still kind of recovering, still absolutely recovering. He'll be back, and Dagburn is riding a high. You be the judge now. Now that we're going to hear something and maybe see something from a different angle. Remember, the official quote is Dagburn said he he knocked out Reactions, and when he fell down, he saw his eyes rolling up in the back of his head. I'm all well and good because the optics of the video and of the fight make Dagburn look like he got a big W. But what is the truth? Truth, like nothing more. What is just that? The facts. So let's see. You're going to hear some commentary.
All right.
Let's get that volume up because I want to hear every single second. Okay, here we go.
What is up, my people? Here we are. I'm gonna be Joe Rogan. I'm fight commentating. We're gonna watch this big video here, and I want y'all to tell me, is this the big knockout artist y'all talking about? Is this the Holler Boy Creek Squad Grim Reaper that's gonna come whoop us all? Been fighting all his life.
This, for me, to see this, to hear this, was a reminder to me of how much OG Creek Squad, if you want to call them that, really, I've underestimated how much they just did not and continue to not like Dagburn. So that's why I'm just looking with a fresh pair of eyes. My intention is not to take away anybody's W or give anybody L's. Let's see it all.
I'm gonna break it down right here, and I'm gonna show y'all why. Majority of y'all don't know shit about fighting, and any man that has a little bit knowledge of fighting would destroy this man in his fat fucking tracks. Action. And I just got off the phone with Triple D, and I just told him some shit on how he should.
Okay, so just being honest, which is the goal here. There's probably some implied bias here, right? So Hardcore MMA speaks to Triple T. Doesn't sound like he's a big Dagburn fan either. So bearing that in mind still, let's see the tail of the tape.
Handle this situation. He's a grown man. He knows how to handle. Y'all motherfuckers hating on Tim and sucking this racist, jobless, bum, deadbeat dad's dick. 98% of y'all in this world ain't done 2% of what T's done in his fucking life, man. Y'all out here hollering, America, America, yeah. This motherfucker's been blew up for all of us. Received multiple Purple Hearts. So
it is absolutely an honorable feat and history, but even the greatest kings and anybody with any kind of accomplishment, everybody makes mistakes. The way they went about this night with a blowhorn and all that, this was a clout chasing, my opinion, some clout chasing tomfoolery, to put it very, very nicely. So that's how I'm gonna try to equalize the balance here.
what, you don't like him on the internet. Look what he's accomplished and done in real life. And then sit back and look what this fucking trash bag bum hasn't accomplished in his life. Y'all some strangers, man. But let's check it out here. Let's check out the knockout blow, boy. You motherfuckers. I'm sorry about my voice. It is gone. Right there, Mr. Reaction. Straight right jab, a hard, stiff jab, followed by a straight left. And then it's open. You double leg him or whatever you want to do after that. Okay, you're squaring up here. All right, Reactions. Look at that.
That's a full-on miss. Okay. I think Dagburn has at least spoken to that effect, that he missed like the first strike.
Just by a mile. Oh, didn't watch this big knockout blow.
It looks like the way Reactions was staring at the camera, though, like he wasn't prepared for any of that, right? So that is also feeding into them riding up and just not being prepared for what was going to go down. But did it go down exactly as Dagburn has promoted and or advertised? And is he promoting it in an accurate way, or is he embellishing for a multitude of reasons?
But it's partially blocked and he stumbles over the car. Put his
All right, so it's so hard to see if that actually connected. It looked like he just hit the hand, and then he falls out of frame. This is what people call the excuse I've heard, is that he only fell backwards, or that's what reaction would say. He just fell backwards, but he felt the need to show he didn't get a black eye. So was there contact, or was that him just trying to defend what went down, saying, look, man, no damage, no damage? But is it true? Is Dagburn telling the truth when he says he knocked him out and his eyes are rolling in back of his head? I think already, without me hitting play, we all know that he wasn't down for more than a half a second to a second. So that's a complete lie. But I haven't seen the clip or the video or the live where he talks about that. So I don't know how he's delivering it. I don't know if he's, again, trying to joke or if he's trying to sell that as, 100% gospel. I just want to make sure, this is bought Dagburn a new lease on life as far as I'm concerned. I know, like, no channel has the power to take that away from any, but, well, crazy shit has happened in the world, but there's too many people that have made up their minds, and that's not going to change. And sometimes the truth doesn't change anybody's mind. I think I've made that point many, many times. But this is me kind of just checking all angles out. No skin in the game here. Don't have real problems with these gentlemen personally. So here we are. All right, let's see the rest. He hit the hand. I want to see that again. There was no connection to the face, I don't believe.
put his hand
Yeah, the hand went all the way back.
up, partially blocked it, stumbled over the car.
So we don't get to see the stumble. We don't get to see the actual him going over the car. At least not in this clip. I don't know how many clips there are, how many different angles. Jesus, you'd think there'd be some sort of satellite watching this thing with how big it got.
That was a shove punch.
Okay, now this sounds like some semantics here. If he was able to at least get enough force to put him down, the credit is, hey, he put his ass on the ground, but it wasn't no knockout. That's a fact. No eyes rolling up in anybody's skull here.
Shovel punch. Didn't even land. And let me pause it. He said that I rocked him twice. I watched his eyes roll back in his head 2 times, motherfuckers. I was there. This is what Gobble said now. Those 2 punches made his eyes roll back. He said the first punch missed by 3 feet. The second punch hit Mr. Reaction's hand. So therefore, there you already know the motherfucker's lying. He said he's seen his eyes roll back in the back of his head.
All right, so, we've identified one obvious falsehood. There was no eye rolling, no unconscious connection. That's a period. But, the look is still there. It's a bad look for T in reactions, period. That's established. Look at the damage. It's all done. Like, I think, as far as I know, they're in hiding. They're licking their wounds. They'll come back, But I guess since I don't really have as much invested in this, my question is to anybody that watches this. What is your genuine opinion? Whether you be an OG Creek Squad or, Creeker, like whoever you do, dislike whoever you do, what is your actual opinion of what occurred here? It's clearly not as Dagburn is advertising, if that is the case. It's just a really, really silly look to go a 19-hour drive for some YouTube nonsense, internet clout, and boasting all the way there. That's why it looks so bad. I don't even think Dagburn had to put on a proper whooping for this to all fall in his favor. Maybe even doing the bare minimum in this specific case is just enough, right? The only area where I think I have any little issue is if he is going around saying, yo, man, I tagged him twice, knocked him out, and like selling that as the official truth. I don't personally know. I just see he's posting a lot. He's very happy. He's got that view skyrocketing going, so he's riding the high. I'm interested if he's riding the high on a wave of the facts, embellishment, or if nobody cares and this was good enough.
Are you fucking kidding me? Look, stumbled over the car.
Okay, this is the first time I've seen the car actually in frame. Hold on.
Are you fucking kidding me? Look, stumbled over the car, seen the car move, but he should have got right back up there and went to town, son.
But he didn't. Which makes him look pretty bad, I guess, regardless of it being a full contact punch or not. He wasn't about that business. He didn't go in for the for any sort of counter attacking. And then the last thing I remember, because not in this clip, and maybe I understand why after listening to the commentary, Triple T doing all that dancing thing like that. If don't play around like you're gonna do something. If you're not gonna do something, just do it or don't do it. Get in the car or stay out and do something. All right, I think this is just about done, pretty much. The first frame, he hits the hand, no contact with the face, and he backs up into the car in some shape or form. Okay, all right.
Yeah, should have got right back up and went to town, cuz.
That's a big coulda, shoulda, woulda at this point.
That's all I got to say about that. If y'all think that's the big bad Grim Reaper of motherfucking Creek Squad, y'all in trouble, cuz.
Okay, so this is just served to me as an example I didn't think about, I didn't consider, about how many people really do have an issue with Dagburn. I personally don't know. I don't think I really care that deep enough. I do care about the truth. So that's the intention of me going through this. And yes, I want to do it live. What's up? Who's running the third camera? I've seen. See this. I think through this is Hardcore MMA's channel, and I found him doing a rant about the death of Creek Squad. He seems to be like a real OG Creeker who's just pretty upset. I don't want to say devastated, just kind of, not vibing with the fact that Creek Squad and Ryan Upchurch don't appear to be doing so well. But I cannot confirm or verify where this other footage came from personally. I think, though, in that video, when it was played, he does some kind of highlighting on the IG. So there is that. Let's see. Let me get a look. What's Johnny's so dangerous? COVID-19 developed HIV vaccine. It's okay to laugh. What's up, Mama Bird? I just read that one. My opinion is, hey, what's up, man? Mr. Joe. My opinion is I don't care of the slap drama. I think that's the most fair take. Honestly, it's amazing that this is all it takes to make or break somebody's YouTube career. I mean, this was really a cosmic handout to Johnny. From my perspective, he's gone through a lot of crap, and here was a W, and now he's feeling great, right? But if he's going around saying he knocked that man cold out, the 2-time with the 1-time or whatnot, whatever the case, he did pull up at the very least, right? So we can't take that away from him. It doesn't look like T and reactions, I like to call reactions, Dorothy, like, because of the red slippers. They pulled up, they did all that promoting and all that just to be made to look like fools. Regardless of anybody's histories, in that very moment, they did not look good. And it looks even worse when Mr. Triple T is trying to call Dagburn for whatever reason. I can only imagine. Don't take anything I say too seriously here. I would imagine he maybe wants to do some kind of damage control and want to panel up with Johnny to debate what happened. But I think Mr. Dagburn, or OJD, as Ryan has knighted him, Mr. OJD, you are henceforth known as OJD. And you are knighted. Now you must get it tattooed since I replaced Captain Kurt. Get it tattooed. You are OJD. You will be known as such forever and always. All right. He said he was going to slap him. Okay. And he backed up the slap. He did get that slap, right? I don't care if it was on the ear or the eye. It hit the neck. It made some contact. But let's see. Someone should have picked up that megaphone to commemorate. What was it? Oh, commentate. That would have been fantastic. Yo, what's up, BSR? Shep. Everybody. Yeah, so I guess I played the clip. I got everything I intended to, and I have been here. I've been checking out some more of the music in general, ACALs, because I'll be honest, I just don't like Upchurch's music too much. But in one of my recent community posts, I'm literally asking, hey, you guys know better than I do. Tell me the songs to listen to that'll actually like hit. I got one real nice reply of a different artist to check out. I'm eager. I come from a background in New York where just the rap game is entirely different. I'm what would be called, I think, according to Upchurch, a damned Yankee or some such, right? Which I love that he kind of tries to crap on them or call somebody that as an insult. Meanwhile, what is Donald Trump? Where is he from? New York or New York. So, yeah, there is that too. So, whatever the case, do with what you will. What's that? That Hardcore MMA is constantly talking. See, I just fell on his channel today, saw 2 videos, and that's it. He's constantly on YouTube whining and always oh, okay. Yeah, okay, what can I say? I got none of the dude's backstory, but it's unfortunate to hear if he is one of the ones that wants to like go outside YouTube because whatever's going on inside YouTube is just too much. That's, I don't know. I don't know. What's up, man? There he is. Told you I was going to give the react. I think I laid out all of my points in the beginning. I don't want to go on a repeat cycle here. I want to say I do dig what I've seen thus far of your content. It's 2 videos so far. I just haven't had time to formulate a whole ass opinion on your entire channel, but I did subscribe, and thanks for the content. People are wondering where the other angle came from, but that is completely on you to say or not. That's it. I ain't gonna drag it out now. I mean, we can always find something funny. Hold on. I'm not gonna share the screens or else I'll be doxing some shite. Ooh, this might get me in trouble with YouTube. Let's do this real quick. All right. Let's do this. This pisses me off, and YouTube doesn't like some of the images in this. Don't.
A few seconds.
Chill. Okay, we're good. We're ready. Check this out. Let's get pissed off for a moment at things happening in our country.
Jugging rhymes with mugging. It spread from Texas to South Carolina. Some police in small towns there weren't even sure what the word meant until the crime started happening in their own districts.
Derived from the term mugging, but since a mug holds less, a jug is make a bigger score.
This video is.
I love that the cop feels like he has to explain it to us. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe people are that dumb. I don't know. Sure, jugging because the mug is smaller. Thank you, sir, for that. With your eloquent expertise, man, gotta watch out for that. That was contact. See, opposite the first swing. That was contact. All right.
Is of a gunpoint robbery in Sherman Oaks, California. The customer throws his bag of $10,000 cash and the thieves take off. It's called bank jugging. Thieves watch you taking out money from the bank, follow you, and rob you. It can happen quickly anywhere at any time. In Austin, Texas, police report more than 60 cases in the first half of the year. And in California, police have noticed an uptick over the past few months.
Police say you can see a driver who had recently gotten money out of a Chase bank.
I've gotten flack for this, but when it comes to thieves, I got a bad history with them. I've gotten in a lot of trouble in numerous jobs for taking it too far, jumping in there. Yes, I know. Wasn't getting paid for that mess. Corporate has their insurance policies, yada, yada, yada. But they wouldn't put it in the report to get me in trouble, so clearly they were happy that I was saving their $600 to $1,000 products that was about to go bye-bye. Yes, I've done all that dumb shit. I don't know. I take it way too personally. I'm trying to get better. Now I'm a manager at a different corporation, and I got to deal with a whole different mess. How shall I put this very delicately? There's a bunch of bums that hang out at our dumpster, and I have to chase them off as nicely as possible. And it's really, really challenging. But every one of these scumbags, this kind of shit, this is why I don't, okay, I'm not flexing. I'm no badass, all right? Yes, I practiced MMA when I was much, much younger. I'm an old man now. I got no skill. That's why I keep that thing on me. And, I don't play these games, man. I understand the law. And they're within how to behave, because I don't want to get put behind bars because I feel I need to defend myself, and that issue pisses me off in and of itself. So okay, let me hear more about the jugging. I didn't watch it to its end.
And came to this convenience store on Telephone Road. In just seconds, the 4Runner pulls up, followed by a white Chrysler, and men from the vehicles to break out the windows on both sides of the victim's vehicle before reaching in and taking off with the cash.
And leaving envelopes stuffed with cash, or even putting it in a glove compartment. Nothing safe.
The day before, Houston police say this man took money from inside a vehicle at a car wash. When confronted by that vehicle's owner, the suspect showed a weapon before getting away with money also recently withdrawn from a bank.
In North Dallas, he backed his car in, and then 3 armed men jump out of an SUV, run up, and start pointing their guns at him, even pounding on his window.
At that point, in all honesty, like, damn, what good would it do if I was in that position and I have, my piece? I'm pushing it with even showing these images on YouTube. I would have to stand down, you'd think. Or if they're running up to you, I don't know, you tell me. Like, would you just start taking your chance and pull Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I just came in blasting. I don't know, man. I guess you can only armchair quarterback until you're in the shit.
Demanding and give up the cash he has on him. In this case, their plan did not work because Mark kept his doors locked and managed to escape.
Investigators say 27-year-old Johnson and 31-year-old Davis Mitchell followed a bank customer who had just withdrawn $75,000. The constable talked with both victims today.
The wife is at home. She has a broken shoulder and some ribs. She has about a 6 to 8 week recovery process. They are very relieved to know that we got these individuals off the street.
About a week ago.
Yep, YouTube's not gonna like that. I'm not sorry. Shadow ban me again, bitches.
This jugging incident took place. You can see the video. This man was followed back to his business.
This is apparently prevalent in Texas, North Carolina, California. You guys heard of any of this in your town? I'm in Florida. I ain't heard of none of this terminology. Daily Caller.
Okay. And beaten and robbed in the middle of the afternoon.
Police say this is Farrell Dembry and 2 others committing a jugging at the Bank of America on Fallon Loop Road last month. A 4th suspect waited in the car. A repairman was working on the ATM at the time.
The suspects had, while he was working on the ATM, pulled up, forced him to the ground, told him to lay there, indicated that they had a weapon, said they would shoot him if he moved.
Dembry disabled a different ATM.
No offense to the officer. I expect to see a turtle shell right behind the dude's neck and his head popped down. Sorry. I'm not sorry. What am I talking about?
PM in St. Louis earlier in the day, triggering a call to the repairman. They then followed the repairman around to different jobs until they got to O'Fallon.
In the video, you can kind of see this guy sneaking around the cars, and he takes something out of your car. What did he take?
He took money. He took the money I just got out the bank, and it was deliberate.
And how much money was stolen from you?
$60,000. I was just trying to, have a little cash to kind of negotiate better and that type of thing. We never expecting that it was all gonna just disappear.
On February 13th, cameras showed the moment he attacked Trung, body slamming her to the ground and stealing her money. He followed her after she stopped by a bank and withdrew over $4,000 to pay for a family trip to Vietnam. The Houston woman's adjusting to having limited mobility, left paralyzed. 18-year-old Joseph Harrell pleaded guilty to aggravated robbery, causing serious bodily injury, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Oh, Daily Caller. Okay, I'm a bit more familiar with this. If this is such a thing, I would really like to see the mainstream on it a bit more. I did not enjoy that. That is so triggering to me. Okay, alright, so I went with a hard segue there at the end, but I think given the new angle, I'm only curious, it is what it is, and it looks bad for who it looks bad. I'm only curious if Dagbrun is being completely sincere with everything after the fact, and that's all. My whole interest is that the facts are out there. My fuel has completely run out. 4:30 in the morning, shift begins. So thank you for coming out. You know how I always do this towards the end. Appreciate y'all. Thank you to Hardcore MMA's channel for even having the content so I could see it and pull this off. Got a special tomorrow, and I still need to be talking to C-Fowls, Shay Dark / Corbin, and aka Pooh, aka DJ Bricks. We have to do a collab, but there's a nice surprise where I'm going back to my roots tomorrow. It'll be a two-parter. See you then, okay? Take care. Good night. God bless.